What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today I'm going to hit you up with my thoughts and opinions on this new mixtape from Rapz called No Invitation. Now, Rapz is a rapper who's coming out of Detroit, Michigan. If you want to check out his music and find out more about him, you already know you can take a look at all the links down below. I also reviewed a couple of projects by him, so if you search my channel, you'll find those reviews as well. But we are going to jump right into this one, where we are getting a little bit of a concept here. As the title suggests, No Invitation, and as you can see from the cover, this is a bit of a concept where Drew is sneaking into a party that he wasn't invited to. So on the opening track, which is called No Invitation, we're getting a pretty spacey and generic banger where he's drinking booze and looking for freaks. So there is some funny imagery here, but it's not really anything that's too out of the ordinary. I really think with this concept, he could have expanded on it and done more, maybe added some funny sound effects, maybe some little skits or people talking in the background, just some more stuff to really make it more in-depth and immersive would have helped this project, because as it is, it's very straightforward the way the concept is dealt with, so it doesn't stick out too much, you know. I did think there was some funny imagery on this song where he's crashing this party and he's trying to dodge the owner of the house. I think some of us have certainly been there. I know back in the day I've been to some pretty crazy high school parties where everybody wasn't really invited, but the shit had to go down. And you're also going to notice that there's a little bit of humor on here, although it is hit and miss. On the track Anything Goes, for example, we're getting some very cartoonish production, and he says in his own words that he's suffering from drunk dick and he needs his wee-wee to grow. He also mentions a girl who actually gave him head and gave him rabies, so needless to say, this isn't an overly serious project. The song Boobies in particular definitely is going to show you that. This is just a ratchet track where the title is spelled 80085. It's actually called Boobs, not Boobies, but if you remember back in the day, you could go on a calculator and put 80085, and you and your friends would laugh at it because it spelled boobs because, you know, when you were younger, that shit was funny, so that's just an old trick. And here he's just rapping about his love for boobs, man, from the A cups to the double D's, the mosquito bites. But, you know, again, this is just kind of a cheesy track, especially the chorus where he's just repeating that he likes boobs. Like, I couldn't imagine listening to that, you know, you're at a red light and people hear you blasting that, or you're listening to it at home and people are like, what the fuck are you listening to, man? This is some silly shit. So I understand it's supposed to be silly, but it's almost too silly. It's not really done in a way that I think really sticks, in my opinion. Then you got to throw in some forgettable run-of-the-mill tracks like Rewind, the self-explanatory joint Paper Chase, and you know what, the 6-track EP just really doesn't bring enough that's memorable or exceptional. I do think some of the beats are okay, like at least they do provide some bass and they're bangers. I do think Drew is a decent rapper as well. He certainly has nice flows and a charismatic vocal presence. But sonically, like I said, I think this could have been executed better. I would have liked a little bit more put into this project, but it is just a short tape, so maybe, you know, he wants to do a full album with this idea and he could really expand on it. Like I said, get some skits on there, maybe get some people to do some voices, some voice actors, add some sound effects like clinking bottles in the background and shit when you're at this party. All these things I think would have really made the concept stick more and just make it more memorable. So I feel like I said that a couple of times, but it is what it is. I think the best track on here is One Night Stand. This beat is just very smooth and hazy. I just think it's the best sounding track on here. This is just all about him having a one night stand and then he's trying to slink out. But ultimately there's not a whole lot to break down here, so it's not going to be a long review because it's not a long project. So I'm going to go with a 2 out of 5 here. Again, some of the beats are okay, and Drew is certainly fine as a rapper. Like, I've heard way worse rappers before. I just wish he could have maybe expanded on this shit and done a bit more with it. I said that like 5 times now, so we're going to wrap it up, goddammit. But that's just how I feel about it. Check it out for yourself. If you do like the idea of some silly and goofy rap, I think you'll like this a bit more than me. So make sure you let me know in the comment section how you feel, and do all that good YouTube and social media stuff, man, where you show me love and you show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.